Welcome back to Blood Sugar Squad, your go-to channel for simple, actionable tips to manage diabetes and live your best life. If you have a sweet tooth and diabetes, you know the daily struggle. That craving for something sweet, but the fear of what it will do to your glucose levels. Sugar is the obvious enemy, but the world of alternative sweeteners can feel like a confusing science experiment. Allulose, monk fruit, and stevia, they all promise sweetness without the spike. But which one actually delivers? Which one tastes the best? And are any of them secretly problematic? Today, we're cutting through the marketing hype and diving deep into the science. We're crowning a champion for diabetic health. Stick around, because what you learn in the next few minutes might just change your desserts forever. First, let's meet our three contenders. They are all naturally derived, zero-calorie or ultra-low-calorie sweeteners, but they come from very different places. Allulose. This is a rare sugar, found naturally in small amounts in things like figs and raisins. Chemically, it's almost identical to fructose, but here's the magic. Your body can't metabolize most of it. It's often made from corn, but because it's not processed like high fructose corn syrup, it's a completely different product. Monk fruit sweetener. This comes from a small green melon, native to Southeast Asia. The sweetness doesn't come from the fruit's flesh itself, but from compounds called mogrosides that are extracted and concentrated. These mogrosides are incredibly potent, hundreds of times sweeter than sugar. Stevia. Derived from the leaves of the Stevia rebaudiana plant, native to South America. Like monk fruit, the sweet compounds, called stevial glycosides, like Reb A, are extracted and purified. The raw leaves have a bitter edge, but modern processing aims to minimize that. How do these sweeteners actually behave in your body? Let's break it down, starting with the best news first. Allulose is the star performer here for one incredible reason. It does not raise blood sugar or insulin levels. Studies consistently show that allulose is not metabolized by the body for energy. About 70% of it is absorbed by the small intestine, but then excreted in the urine, while the remaining 30% passes through to the colon. Because it's not converted into glucose, it has no glycemic effect. In fact, some research suggests it might even slightly blunt the blood sugar response when eaten with other carbs. Monk fruit is next. The mogrosides in monk fruit are not metabolized by the body. They pass through your system without being broken down into calories or glucose. This means pure monk fruit extract has zero effect on blood sugar and insulin levels. It's inert. This makes it a perfectly safe choice from a glycemic perspective. Stevia is in the same boat. The stevial glycosides are not broken down in the upper digestive tract. They travel to the colon, where gut bacteria break them down into steviol, which is then excreted. High-quality, pure stevia extract does not raise blood sugar levels. Numerous studies confirm its safety and lack of glycemic impact for people with diabetes. The result? In terms of pure blood sugar impact, this is a three-way tie. When used in their pure forms, all three are excellent choices that won't cause a spike. So, if they're all equal on blood sugar, the tiebreaker is the flavor factor and how you can use them. This is where the differences get dramatic. Allulose is the closest thing to real sugar you will ever find. Its taste profile is almost identical to sucrose, with no bitter or licorice aftertaste. Its biggest superpower is in cooking and baking. It caramelizes and browns just like sugar, which is rare for alternative sweeteners. It can also provide bulk and texture in recipes, something many other sweeteners lack. The only minor downside? It can have a slight cooling sensation on the tongue, like a very mild mint, which is more noticeable in some people than others. Monk fruit is intensely sweet. Pure monk fruit extract is so potent that it's almost always sold blended with a bulking agent, almost always erythritol, to make it measurable, like sugar. This is crucial to understand. The taste is generally clean and sweet, often with a faint, fruity undertone. Most people detect little to no aftertaste, especially in the blends. It's great for sweetening beverages, yogurt, and oatmeal. For baking, you must follow recipes designed for monk fruit blends due to the erythritol content. Stevia is the most divisive. Its taste is characterized by a slow onset sweetness that can linger, and it often has a pronounced bitter, licorice-like aftertaste that many people dislike. The quality and processing matter immensely here. Newer, more purified forms of stevia, like Reb M, have a much cleaner taste than older versions. Reb A. Like monk fruit, pure stevia extract is incredibly sweet and is often blended with fillers. The aftertaste can make it challenging to use in large quantities in recipes. No product is perfect. Let's talk about the caveats and what you absolutely must look for on the label. Allulose's main downside is digestive. Because it's not absorbed, it can act as a fermentable carbohydrate in the gut. For some people, consuming large amounts, typically over 20 to 30 grams at once, can cause gas, bloating, or diarrhea. It's best to start with a small amount to see how you tolerate it. It's also generally more expensive than other options. For monk fruit and stevia, the one rule is read the ingredient list. Many companies cut their products with cheap fillers to save money. The biggest offender is maltodextrin, which has a higher glycemic index than table sugar. It will spike your blood sugar, completely defeating the purpose. Another common filler is dextrose, which is pure glucose. You must avoid these. Look for products that use erythritol as the bulking agent. Erythritol is another sugar alcohol that has minimal glycemic impact and is generally well tolerated, though it can also cause digestive issues in high doses for some people. Your goal is to find the purest product possible. So who wins the title of Best Sweetener for Diabetics? Based on its unparalleled sugar-like taste and functional properties for cooking, the winner, by a narrow margin, is Allulose. It is the most versatile and satisfying direct sugar replacement that truly behaves like sugar. Of course, the real answer is that the best sweetener is the one you will use and enjoy without side effects. So to recap, choose Allulose for baking, cooking, and when you want the most authentic sugar experience. Just mind your gut. Choose monk fruit, a good erythritol blend, for everyday sweetening of drinks, cereals, and sauces. It's a fantastic, reliable all-rounder. Choose a high-quality stevia if you find a brand whose aftertaste you don't mind, and you just need a few drops for your coffee or tea. The final, non-negotiable pro tip: always check the ingredients for hidden sugars like maltodextrin. Your glucose meter will thank you. If this video helped you settle the sweetener debate, do us a huge favor and hit the like button and subscribe to the Blood Sugar Squad. We're a community, and every subscriber helps us reach more people who need this information. What's your go-to diabetic-friendly sweetener? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay strong, stay sweet, but not too sweet, and keep thriving with the Blood Sugar Squad.